Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful overlap cut together sleeve with a v-neck. And if this is something you'd like to learn without wasting your time, let's get right into the tutorial. So I started off by drafting my back first, and I'm going to roll my starting line, which is also the shoulder line. That's why we're starting from there first. And the measurements we're using are bust measurement, shoulder to bust, shoulder to waist measurement, and then shoulder to the full length of the top, like it is your desired length which you'll be working with. And then we're just going to rule our lines just like so. So we start measuring. So now for the neck of this top, I'm using a neck width of 3.5 inches and a neck depth of 2 inches. So I'm just going to connect and then make a curve just like so. After doing that, my shoulder is 8 inches divided by 2. We're not adding anything to it because it is a cut together sleeve. And for this sleeve, I'm using a sleeve length of 9 inches. So it all depends on you. If you want to use 10 inches, I think I worked with 10 inches, and I'm going to slant my shoulder by 1 inches. I'm stepping down by 1 inch because our shoulders are not straight, so it will not be standing, it can just fall down. So we're just going to slant meeting with the neckline just like so. Now for our armhole opening, now for the back I use the bust point, so that will be like my chest line, so that I can know where I'm going to mark that ample opening. So after that, I'm just going to take my waist measurement divided by 4. I'm just going to mark plus my sewing allowance, and then on the full length you can either do your hip measurement divided by 4 plus your allowance, or you can as well just take your upper hip measurements divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. So that's what I actually marked at this point. So the next thing we're going to do is from that armhole, we're just going to connect, meeting with the waist. You can as well use your curve rule, or you can as well use your free hand to do this, but I actually worked with my free hand. So this is what we have. Now it all depends on how you want it to be. Either you want it to be straight or you want it to have like a little curve. Now because I don't want the waistline to be that sharp, so I'm just going to blend in just like so, so it won't be looking too pointy or too deep or something. So after doing that, we're done with the drafting. You know that I'm drafting on a single piece, but when you're cutting on your fabric, you actually cut on fold, because this does not have a zipper. It is an overlap, so the front is actually opened, but closed with your buttons. So this single paper, by the time you're cutting on your fabric, you're not going to cut into two, but your fabric will be one. Now for the front, the part that we drafted is the left hand side. For the back, now this part I have flipped to is the right hand side. Now I want to cut the right hand side of the front, which is the part that has
That
the
is the
overlap.
side that has that pointy point. So I'm just placing, and the next thing I'm going to extend the bust point at the back, which I used as my chest line, but for the front it is the bust point, my waistline, and then the full length. I'm just extending that out just like so. Now because of the overlap, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add 3 inches, come out by 3 inches just like so. So by the time like a double-breasted jacket, by the time we place in the left and the right together, it will be covering. So I came up by 3 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect my dotted lines just like so. Now like I said, we're drafting just one side, which is the right hand side, the side that has the pointy point. That's the part that we are drafting now. And we're still using the same neck width, so for people who will be confused, our neck width is still 3.5, and not necessarily, we don't necessarily need like our neck depth, because I could just follow through. But to avoid confusion, we'll use a neck depth of 3 inches. We use a neck width of 3.5 and a neck depth of 3 inches.
So I'm just going to connect just like so, just regularly how we used to do our neck. And then we make a neck curve. You know already the neck for this particular top is V, but I'm just doing this for guide so we don't get confused. So after doing that, the next thing we're just going to do is we're going to um you know make the back just like so, so we would know what we're working with. Like I'm making the neck, the V for the neck. So we're just going to connect. As I said, it is not even needed. You can just connect from the back, meeting with that 3 inches, which we came out for the overlap. Now for the pointy parts, we will just come down by 4 inches. It all depends on how long you want it to be. We're just coming down by 4 inches, and all we need to do is just to extend it to the side of the back. You can either use like a slant curve, a slight curve, or you can as well use your straight ruler. But I ended up using a straight ruler. So I'm literally just using the back to draft out, like an easy way for you to just do it without drafting all over and all of that. So now with this way we've automatically gotten the right side of our shirt. So this is where we're going to fix our button, but it all depends on you if you want to keep it on your bust point region, or you can as well add your under bust, so that part, because from what the picture is looking, you can see that it got to the under bust. But if you don't want your boobs revealing, you can as well just drop it on the bust point, just as I did. So we are just going to cut out and we are done with the right side. I'm saying right side because the drafting we have for the right and the left, they are different. So we're just going to notch exactly where the back length stopped. So the extension is not on the left hand side, so that's why I'm notching, so it will be easier. So we're introducing a new sheet. Now this upper part where the red marker is the right hand side. So by the time we turn to the other side, it's automatically becomes the left hand side. So I'm just showing an easy way how we can just achieve this. So we're just going to flip to the empty side, the side we didn't work on, and automatically we have the left hand side. If you don't want it to be too overlapped, like I feel like when it is properly overlapped, like it does not expose you. But if you don't want it to be too overlapped, you can as well reduce, because now I made it equal. So they are both, the left is entering by 3 inches and the right is overlapping by 3 inches. So we're just going to take out the neckline and then the shoulder. Sorry, that part isn't showing. And then we're just going to make, like, I'm literally just tracing. I'm just tracing. But the only difference now is, you remember that part that we actually notched? We are just going to bend down just like so, and then we cut. So we have the left hand side and the right hand side. That is just the difference between the both side, and we are done with this particular tutorial. So you can see what it looks like. You can see our extension. You can see the left hand side and also the right hand side. So this is what we have. If you're working on a fabric, you just go ahead and cut on your fabric, done with a lining, join your shoulders, join your sides, add your buttons, and that is all you'll be needing for this particular tutorial. So this is what we have, and if you have stayed till the end of this tutorial, thank you so very much. I really appreciate. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and please do not forget that the back will be cut a single piece and not double. The front is what has the double cut and not the back. The back will be single. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Turn on your notification, drop a comment, drop a like. Thank you very much, and I'll definitely see you in my next tutorial. For now, bye.